Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. This is the Club of the Man 1993, and I'm here to tell you to just bring it! Well, there. The framing was bad on that shot. But yes, what is going on, guys? This is the Club of the Man 1993, and we are here live for my WWE Wrestlemania Backlash 2021 preview. I'm sorry, not preview. Review. We're going to review the actual show. We already previewed it. We already predicted it. Now we're going to actually review it. Talk about it. Go over it. See what we got here. And just talk about the show in general. Did it deliver? Did it flop? What's the things I liked? Things I didn't like? We'll get into it all. I felt, decent enough to still go live tonight, even though it's late and I'm a little bit tired. Tomorrow, actually, of course, I raved about before. I looked things over tonight. It's best, but I'm going to be actually going with my store. Going with my friend tomorrow after work to a store to find the Nintendo Switch. So I will buy it tomorrow. But anyways, we're here live to talk about WrestleMania Backlash. Overall, I will say it was a better show than I thought. I enjoyed it a little bit more than I thought I would. I basically, for the most part, got out of it what I wanted to get out of it. No huge surprises or swerves. Well, I'm sorry. There was one big surprise, but it was bad. Very, very bad. This show had, to me, an early worst match of the year candidate on this show. And credit for credit's due, though. Despite having a match that completely took me out of the show, it took me out of the match that followed this match that happened. Credit goes to the WWE Championship match between Bobby Lashley, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, and Braun Strowman for waking me up and getting back into the show. Because after that third match that happened on the main show, I was completely like, oh god, like I said, it was so bad that I just wanted to shut the show off and didn't want to watch it anymore. Because it really took me out of it. It was not easy for them to try to, recover me on this show and, be able to, make me still find ways to enjoy it. So credit where credit is due. Despite an early worst match of the year candidate, WrestleMania Backlash was not as bad as I thought it would be. Of course, they shuffled up the pay-per-views a little bit as it was announced on this show. I originally thought next month was going to be Money in the Bank. Instead, we are going to be getting Hell in a Cell, which is usually in the fall, but we're getting it now. Why they did not just do Extreme Rules instead, if they're going to switch it around? I am hearing rumors, though, because, of course, they are, WWE's now trying to have fans come back in July, since AEW is getting ready to hit the road again. They obviously want to, keep up with the trends. So that could be why they pushed back Money in the Bank. I don't know if that is the case or not. Until then, or that's because that's also around a time where some wrestlers, who got released, their 90-day no-compete clauses end, so guys like Samoa Joe, Andrade, and several others are going to be out there, so I don't know why that they're trying to put Money in the Bank there to compete with it, or what, but, yeah, I was surprised to hear that Hell in a Cell is the next pay-per-view happening next month. Well, first, which I'm going to try to do card predictions for this week, first is NXT TakeOver in your house that we got to worry about, then this. But, Yeah. Well, what's up, T and Coupon? Thanks for joining us live. Also, live stream. I think that was the most people we've ever had. Once going live, yeah, I had like 200 people um, in the audience. I felt bad that I couldn't really pay attention to who was all watching and everything. I do feel bad about that. Um, but yeah, I had a ton of people and already a lot of likes on that stream. Which is my match with the match with Roman Reigns. And Cesaro. Dude, I'm starting to get tired now, so let's just get through this. Can we see Seth Rollins versus Cesaro inside Hell in the Cell? After what we saw tonight, it is very, very possible. I think we could. But we'll talk about that when we get to it. I want to just move through this. Like I said, I'm tired. I got to work tomorrow. I'm picking up my Switch tomorrow if they do have it in the stores. Online, they were having issues, but we will see what I can do tomorrow. Yeah, at one point it was like 225 people. Again, thank you as always, guys. Like I said, I wish I could have been able to read the comments more, but like I said, on the other side of the room, had to fit 3 people onto the camera. It just didn't quite work out as I'd hoped for. But again, the viewers were amazing. Let's talk about the show. On the pre-show, they end up having a United States Open challenge. Sheamus issued the challenge. Ricochet answered it. They put on a solid match. Sheamus would win, though. And then he seemed to be teasing to call out John Cena. Because he said, he has not defended his U.S. title in more open challenges than anyone in the history of that title. Well, you forget that you might have forgotten, buddy, but in 2015, John Cena had a run where he did defend that U.S. title every single week and put superstars over, like Kevin Owens made him look good, and Sami Zayn and Neville, Cesaro, and a lot of other people that he made look really good, despite coming up short. Still made them look like awesome people. And Ricochet randomly attacked Sheamus, stole his jacket and his hat. But I'm hearing rumors, I think not this week or the week after, rumors, or maybe just, I can't remember which one it is, rumors though, of John Cena coming back. Could he maybe be back to answer Sheamus's open challenge, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I did report Cena apparently does miss wrestling, so maybe he could be on his way back. Who knows? We haven't seen him. The last time we saw him, to be honest, was WrestleMania 36 when he wrestled Bray Wyatt in the Firefly Funhouse match. That could have been it, but let's keep on rolling. We opened up. The card was almost exactly how I predicted it, except matches 4 and 5 got switched around. We opened up with the Raw Women's Championship match with Rhea Ripley, Asuka, and Charlotte Flair. This was a pretty good, fast-paced opening match. I thought so. It was, as I say, it was a little bit better than I thought it was going to be. But it was still pretty darn good. Everybody looked pretty good. Charlotte, I thought at first won it at the time where she was like working on both of them at once. I think she did like a chop block to each of their legs, knocking them down. She had a natural selection on both of them. She tried to pin both of them, but it didn't work out. Eventually, to my surprise, Rhea Ripley retained here. She pinned Asuka after Charlotte had hit Asuka with a big boot. She was trying to get back into the ring, but Rhea had caught Asuka after being hit with the boot and hit the riptide on Asuka to get the victory. Afterwards, we did have Rhea Ripley and Charlotte basically talking some trash to each other, so I'm guessing at Hell in a Cell, we're going to see Rhea and Charlotte, because, even though Charlotte's in a triple threat match and she didn't get pinned, she still has a case over Rhea because she did beat Rhea at WrestleMania 36. So, history in there, kind of like, making some sense there and whatnot. But yeah, definitely surprised Rhea retained, though. I really thought that they were going to give the belt to Charlotte and Rhea would beat Charlotte back at, Hell in a Cell or Money in the Bank, whichever one it is. So, yeah, that's how the show opened up, again with a pretty solid triple threat match. And Rhea Ripley retains and is still your Raw Women's Champion, but she's getting ready to, take on the Queen next, one-on-one. And y'all know how that's probably going to go. We'll just have to wait and see. Second match of the card is the Smackdown Tag Team Championship match in the Dirty Dogs, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode against Rey and Dominic Mysterio. On the pre-show, they showed that that Ziggler and Roode both attacked Dominic Mysterio and beat him down pretty bad. Obviously, costing him the first looked like they tried to write Dominic out of the match. Again, they were first telling Rey that, we'll get you a new tag team partner, but Rey's like, nope, I'm going to go at it alone, or Dominic will come out mid-match once he's ready to fight. So they had the match, and I'll say it was good. The only little nitpick I got about it is I felt that it did go on just a tad bit too long. Just a little bit, I thought. But it was still good. Rey obviously did a good job handling them 2-on-1. The storytelling, of course, Dominic coming down to the ring after being hurt, he wanted this opportunity. Rey obviously, showing that he cares for his son, was resistant about letting him in first, but finally let him in. But just a little bit of back and forth emotions there, and I thought this worked out good in the end with this. And, in spite of it being a tad bit too long, so a good match. When they had gotten did the Hurricanrana in the 619 on Robert Roode, Rey tagged in Dominic to let him have the moment, and then he would slide underneath and does like a sunset flip and knock Ziggler to the barricade, and then Dominic wins with the frog splash onto Robert Roode, and Rey and Dominic Mysterio become the first ever father-son tag team champions. Unfortunately, though, I don't think that reign's going to last too long. I think the Usos take off them at Hell in a Cell. Maybe by SummerSlam, start teasing, some cracks and, maybe, the eventual heel turn from Dominic Mysterio, because it's coming at some point. Next WrestleMania, Rey and Dominic, probably one-on-one. I'd say Dominic will probably be the heel. It could be happening, who knows. But, again, good match. Just maybe a tad bit too long. Oh boy. Let's talk about this next one. And I might fall asleep, especially talking about this, but this was just awful. An early match of the year, an early worst match of the year candidate. Damian Priest versus The Miz. In not a lumberjack match, a zombie lumberjack match. I am not even kidding you, I just said that. A lumberjack match with nothing but zombies. Why? I know why, because they wanted to promote that Army to You, or whatever it's called, that one Batista movie that he's in. But can we please just enough have WWE, promoting other things and just focus on the wrestling matches? Because the things that they're doing is making the wrestlers look, weird, take them out of their character and whatnot, and it's things that could obviously wound somebody's career. Why did this have to happen? And especially also, here's the thing. First off, it was so fake. The makeup was fake. The costumes were fake. Just everything about it was fake. Second off, my biggest gripe was, why did they keep attacking Damian Priest also? This was Damian Priest's idea to begin with. So for him to not be able to handle his own game, or, feel like he at least has the upper hand, to me, was very dumb. Damian Priest won a lumberjack match, but I don't think he asked for zombies. But you gotta get a plug-in for those movies. And, keep this in mind too, it makes me more mad about this again. Damian Priest has already had to put over Bad Bunny. Now he has to deal with zombies. There's even a point in the match where Miz and Priest were working together to take out the zombies. But despite the fact that, again, this was Damian Priest's idea, he gets zombies inserted. Like, you really think in reality Damian Priest was like, I get to choose a match. It's gonna be a lumberjack match with zombies in it. Yeah, like I said, the zombies though were after you though as well. So how did that make Damian Priest look? Very dumb. The build for him has just been, like I said, they basically threaten him with this push if he won't get Bad Bunny over. Well, now he did, but now he still deals with, movie and things and whatnot. And again, it's just like the guy deserves much more than just to be, just like, like a movie promoter in this company. It should have just been, what's it called now? I might have to splash some water in my face. It's just like, he had to put over Bad Bunny or else he loses push. And now they're continuing to screw with him, and it's just like, it's not fair. Like, why is he literally brought up just to be a movie promoter? For Bad Bunny, for, what's his face? I literally just lost my train of thought to. Dave Bautista, I don't know. Basically, why is he advertising for these movies? That's all his character is, and it's so dumb. So, I'm just getting something a little bit more taken seriously by that, but, whatever. Because of that match, though, like I said, it really took me out. And again, I'm sorry if I'm getting a little rushed, but I'm just so tired. Bianca and Bayley had a solid match. Again, I didn't really pay much attention to it because I just thought it was a little lame, and I was just already taken out from the lumberjack match with those zombies. And I thought it was so dumb. Bianca wins, but I don't know where to go here next to the women's titles for SmackDown at least. So that happened. The following match was the triple threat match for the WWE title. Like I said, these three have great chemistry. I thought it was a good match. Physical, fast paced, brutal for big men. The biggest highlight of this match that I really like to talk about is the spot where Bobby Lashley gets thrown through the LED board and somehow rises alive and still beats Drew McIntyre and Braun Strowman. He had came back and he had taken Lashley came back and taken McIntyre out of the way, and then Lashley hits a spear on Strowman to get the victory. Drew McIntyre looked on, but I'm just like, Drew, homie, I love you. Time to move on, though. It's time to move on, though, with Drew McIntyre from the world title picture. We'll see where he goes with there. And then finally, the main event with Roman Reigns and Cesaro, again, was just awesome. This is a night I said that Cesaro has to capitalize on his opportunities to make the best out of them, and he sure did. Now, yes, I was bummed we didn't see no UFO, no swing. They teased it, but neither one. But this was still an awesome match. And yes, Cesaro did not win, but I still think he made himself look like the strongest he could in a loss in this match. Again, he had this like everything: power, speed, agility. He crap, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm getting tired here. But he had hurt his right arm at one point in the match, and Roman spent most of it playing the psychology and hurting that arm even more. But it took a lot for him to keep Cesaro down, even on the guillotine chokehold. Cesaro was able to pick him up a few times and break out of it, like especially that ending, how much he fought out. But unfortunately, it was not enough as Cesaro would pass out. And after the match, Jey Uso came down and he attacked Cesaro, followed by Seth Rollins, who came out in this really weird-looking jacket, gets in the ring. He's like, might have ever crack at him? And he beats down Cesaro, including slamming his arm locked in a chair against the steel post, probably kayfabe-wise, breaking his arm. But yeah, excellent main event. I loved it. Again, I thought Cesaro did the best he could with his opportunity. And, yep, that was WrestleMania Backlash. Gave it a B-. Again, yes, the zombie stuff was horrible, but the rest of the show either was what it was or was, It capitalized pretty well, I would say. So, yep, live chat before I go off the air. I'm tired. I'm going to get ready to go. I don't think Rhea and Charlotte's going to be inside Hell in a Cell. I mean, they could, but I don't see it happening. I do agree we may see Cesaro and Seth Rollins in the inside the Hell in a Cell. But at least, even after, a clean loss, they're at least trying to do things that keep Cesaro relevant, still giving their opportunity with Seth probably at the Cell. We'll see how that goes. Let me see here. Congrats to the Mysterios for sure. Did Vince Russo come with Damian Priest and the Zombie match, which I don't even want to know who it was because, I'd probably hate them. Did Bayley do anything crazy with Bianca's hair? Not as far as I can remember. What's up, Mark? Hopefully they'll put Cesaro more in the main event scene and eventually wins the title, which I'm hoping so as well. Mark, congratulations to tag champs. Think we'll see Seth versus Roman? Not yet. I think we're going to see Seth and Cesaro get Hell in a Cell. The Lumberjack match is definitely stupid, and Mark gave Backlash a B. B-, so solid show. But that's going to do it, guys. Again, I'm tired. I probably should wait till tomorrow, but I have plans tomorrow, so, I decided to do it now. So what are your thoughts on WrestleMania Backlash, guys? Your thoughts down in the comment section below. Be sure as always to slap like on the video. Subscribe or comment to my channel. Follow me on Twitter, ManY3. I'm going out. I'm going to bed, guys. I'm tired. Have a good night. Have a great start to your week. Peace out, everybody.